Welcome back to the Real Pro Talk podcast, where we dive deep into the insights, strategies, and success stories of top real estate professionals. I'm your host, John Shipka, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today. Coming up on today's show, we connect with Casselyn Tertell of the Casselyn Group and the Signature Homes Group at Compass. Casselyn's been selling real estate full-time since 2008 and always has been a top producer in her marketplace. She's won countless awards, top 30 under 30 realtors for National Association of Realtors in 2014. She's been a five-star agent for 13 years, and that's only top 1% of agents that have that award. Top 20 agents in transactions and volume at Compass. She's a team leader for the Casselyn Group and co-team leader for Signature Homes Group. She's sold over $150 million worth of real estate in her career. Casselyn is an avid volunteer with local charity groups. She's a mom of two boys and one dog. Welcome to Real Pro Talk, Casselyn.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to help.
What is the current state of real estate from your perspective?
So, from my perspective, we had the crazy market in 2020, 21, where interest rates were incredibly low. 23 was a little bit harder for some agents because the rates went up. Then 24 happened and the rates did not come down like everyone predicted. Now we've started 2025 and rates are still higher. By higher, I mean high sixes, low sevens, depending what you're getting. Some people can get lower sixes depending on credit, FHA, VA, etc. But everyone's used to it. At this point now, we're a solid year and a half into rates being higher, above six. And so people still have to move. People that have been saying for a long time, I've got under 3%, I'm not going to move. Why would I move? They don't need the large home anymore, maybe. They're ready to downsize. Or people that were in temporary housing or a one or two bedroom apartment now have two kids and they just have to move. And so it does affect the buying power of someone, but the real estate market is still moving. We're entering the spring market, which is always notoriously very busy, which is great, you know, for everyone and anyone out there.
Do you feel like people are maybe getting a little bit of confidence, in the market itself? Do you feel that that's there?
Yes, so there was definitely concern after 22 about the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. What happened in 2008 is going to 7, 8 is going to happen again. And we're seeing that didn't happen. We're seeing actually the values of homes have gone up still since 22. For sellers, it's very good in that aspect. Eventually, they have to plateau. Now, this is in the Midwest. It's different on the coasts. It's different all depending where you're purchasing. But for here, people know that real estate is always a consistent investment, and even if the market does dip after you purchase, it it will come back. It ebbs and flows, and that is something that I think people have learned and have learned to build confidence in. That aspect is being secure in their purchase.
And one of the things that I've realized in the market itself is that, obviously we'd love to know if we were putting our house on the market that it was going to sell above and beyond, our wildest dreams. And, but you don't know. So there might be a little bit of a hesitation to people entering into putting their house on the market for sale because they're not real confident yet, or maybe they don't know what could happen. What are some of the steps maybe that you could recommend, or some of the things, maybe programs that you've got going on that would help reduce some of that fear that people have about putting their house on the market? Can I test the market? Can I figure a way of getting a sale from, my house before really, knowing anything about it?
First up, call me. I'm happy to help. Um, what I would do is I go through your home, and if you need to paint it or stage it or remove things to prepare your home best for selling, that is step one.
Got it.
Buyers today don't want to do anything. They don't want to do the rehabs. They don't want to do the work. They want to just move in and maybe do some minor changes. And so keeping that in mind as a seller is really important to prepare your home and make it the most appealing to the masses, not appealing to you, the owner. Um, then once it's prepped and ready and we're ready to go live, we can do something like we can put it on the private network. There's the Compass exclusives is private exclusives is a way that it's not even in the MLS, it's just on the Compass page where we can promote it and see if we can get any leverage that way. See if we can get any interest that way and sell it before it even got listed. Then we can also put it in the MLS, multiple listing service, private network. And the benefit of both of these private networks is you're not gaining market time. You
Okay.
don't have to lock in your price. You can have it priceless. You can put nothing in,
Really?
and then it makes people call the agent and ask them about it. This way, it really gives you an idea of a trial. Um, and you can even go under contract. And let's say the contract falls apart, because sometimes with multiple offers, agents can change the buyer's agent without actually putting it reactivating it. So it's a hard statistic to match. But a lot of first time offers fall apart and the backup offers get the home. So it's a way to do that without losing market time. And if you're getting no showings, if you're getting a lot of showings but no offers, the market is dictating. The market is telling you what you need to hear. If you're getting 100 offers off the bat, then maybe you priced a little low, but it gives you a trial without gaining market history or market time, which is nice.
Okay. So you talked about like kind of actually maybe two advantages. One of that Compass private exclusive where I guess it would be just those real estate professionals working in the Compass system that would be aware of that listing as opposed to being in the MLS private.
Well, so anyone can go to the Compass website. Any
Okay.
agent, any buyer, any seller, any person can go to it and see Compass exclusives. You do not need
Really?
to be an agent. You have to be
Okay.
an agent to put it on there.
Okay.
So that's really something nice is I could email blast it out or text it out to agents from other offices saying, "Hey, here's a link. It's on the exclusives," so that they can, in case they might have a client interested.
That is really great, because obviously, inventory being so low, the moment that kind of gets out there before the big public blast, I guess that might help to encourage getting some offers prior to the world finding out about that listing. Are there any other communities that you're working in? Some areas that just seem to be, a little bit more exciting for certain types of buyers or sellers?
So, Clarendon Hills is a community that I'm in, that I work in. I volunteer in this area as well. So, um, properties move very quickly here because of the school districts. Same with Willowbrook in the Hinsdale Central High School and Burr Ridge. The homes move if they're priced accordingly, and for the schools. Downers Grove, I work in Downers Grove. I have a very nice high end listing there. I've got listings again in the Hinsdale Central Willowbrook area, a few there. Um, so yeah, and the closer you can get to town and the BNSF train line, walk to train commute, the better value the home has because of that proximity of being able to walk to go out to dinner or walk to the train, farmers market, etc. And that is something that holds true no matter what, is the closer you are to public transport. I would say Downers, Hinsdale, Clarendon Hills, Burridge. I've got some Oakbrook buyers. Oakbrook's very nice because the taxes aren't as high, so people like to move there.
Are you finding that the market's more saturated towards buyers or more saturated towards sellers right now? What's the overall take as far as that part of the industry?
It is still a seller's market.
Okay.
There are more properties coming to the market. We have noticed in the past few months there are more price reductions. You didn't really have that as much before. Buyers are a little bit more picky than they used to be. A couple years ago, it was you took what was there and you ran. Now buyers are a little bit more. I don't know if I love the layout. I know another home will come to the market. So in that aspect, it's still a seller's market because of inventory levels and the amount of time the property sits. That's a statistic thing. But if the house is not show ready, the sellers are finding that they do have to reduce the price and they can't get top dollar just because they're listed. Every person has a unique story, and it's about connecting with them and under and keeping their excitement alive.
And you've been yeah, instrumental on helping people change their lives by selling and buying real estate, huh?
That's the goal. That's what I hope everyone says about me. Um, you know, but you know, they know that at the end of the day, my clients know I have their back and I always have their best interests at heart, whether it's buying the home or not buying the home, or selling the home or not selling the home. Um, we have their best interest. I would hope any agent, but I definitely always will put my clients' needs ahead of mine, and
Sure.
that's something that's really important.
If I'm a seller, I know that I've got a lot of things that the house isn't prepared for. I mean, the cleaning, the aspects of getting a house ready to bring it to the market. Is that something that you help people with, trying to understand, what it takes to get there?
Absolutely, it's overwhelming. It is overwhelming. Let's say you've been in your home 30 years. That's just a lot of memories and stuff in your attic and things that you don't really need anymore, but you just kind of put it away and then think about it. So what I do is I will literally go through your home with a notebook and I will write down room by room what every room needs to be,
Okay.
what needs to be done. What do you need to remove? What do you need to prepare? What do you possibly need to paint? What do I have to bring in? If it's furnished and I just need to bring in blankets and pillows and some small stuff, I've got that things. Or do we need to bring in the big staging company and get those done? And then I usually will just email you the list, and my clients appreciate it, going kind of room by room, because they go, okay, you've taken something that was really, really overwhelming, that it's almost like a deer in headlights, and you've broken it down to tangible ways to get it done. Yeah,
Yes.
handle it. Yeah.
Sure. There's a lot of people that want to buy a house, they want to buy a condominium, they want to buy something new. Maybe they don't have the funding that they need, or maybe they don't know exactly what they need. What are the first steps if I'm looking to buy a home? Would you recommend, as a agent?
Call a lender. Call your agent and ask them to refer you to someone if you don't have a lender. Your lender is going to give you the most accurate numbers, because you can go online and with a mortgage calculator and figure out what your payments would be and if you make this much and blah blah blah. But you don't know if your credit's good enough to get that rate, and you don't know any of that stuff. Call a lender. Don't jump lender to lender to lender. Find someone you really communicate well with. You're going to be sharing very personal information with them, and make sure that, yeah, the open line of communication is there, and then that you guys you get them all your financial information, and that way they can get you the best pre-approval possible and have it be locked in. Having clients that jump around lender to lender makes it a little bit more difficult because you're not committing,
Right.
but it is important to make sure that you get along with them well. Yes.
Okay, so number one, that would be get in touch with a lender that you like, and you as a real estate professional, have some lenders that you've worked with that you would be able to share with your people that contact you.
Absolutely.
What is the best way to get in touch with you, Caslin?
Phone call, text, email. So
All that
um,
contact information that's going to be below that we put up there so everybody can see how to get in touch with you, huh?
yeah, yeah. So, I mean, smoke signals, whatever it is, I'll figure out how to translate it and help you out. So,
We know that you're always coming up with new information. You've always got new ideas. You've always got all kinds of ways to help your clients. So we would love to have you come back on here and share some more information about what you're doing.
absolutely, I'll be happy to be your local expertise. Thanks so
Thanks
much,
for
Sean.
visiting us on Real Pro Talk, and we appreciate your time.